Okay, welcome to your 4-minute lesson. Today we're going to be doing a lesson from the Guitar Toolbox. The Guitar Toolbox is probably one of my favourite books that I've written in terms of it's just got everything you need to know about guitar. It's basically a real survival guide to playing guitar because it's got the chords and the lead that you need to learn. So today we're going to be learning a thing called the E minor chord family, but also a little concept called the relative minor as well. So what an E minor chord family is, so minors are called minors because they're part of a bigger thing. So if you think of Major League Baseball, Minor League Baseball, the minor scale is part of the bigger major picture. And how you can actually create a minor chord family is you look at the sixth note of the scale. So in the key of G major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the sixth chord of the scale happens to be E minor. So to create an E minor chord family, we can actually call that number 1. So that'd be number 1, then this one's the new number 2, the new number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're coming back to 1 again from there. So if you start with the E minor chord and build back around, that is actually called the E minor scale. So this is called a relative minor. So a relative minor the relative part refers to the fact that it's a bit like a relative. Like a brother or sister or a cousin. It shares the same musical DNA as the brother or the sister scale. It's just basically in a different order. So if you look at E minor there on this page, we can see that the E minor is now number 1, F sharp minor, G, A minor, B minor, C, D. So that would be called the E minor chord family as opposed to the G major chord family, which starts from there basically. So let's play it. Let's look at the E minor chord family. First chord, obviously, E minor. Second chord is F sharp minor. The third chord now is kind of the old major chord, or the major key, was G. Then A minor, B minor, C, D, and then you come back to E minor after that. So that chord family, E minor, F sharp minor, G, A minor, B minor, C, D, and E minor. So what a chord family is basically the idea that chords relate within families. So they don't live isolated lives, they live in a family. So it means that if you put those chords, any of those chords in any order together, they'll sound great. You can't actually make a wrong chord with that chord family. So why that's really exciting is because for songwriters, it's perfect because it gives you 7 chords that all relate perfectly together. So when I first started writing songs, I was always looking for chord combinations. So I'd have E minor and A minor, but I'd be trying to find another chord that went with it, and you'd always be searching for the related chords. With a chord family, it shows you exactly where those related chords live. So that's the relative minor relationship. And you sort of think, well, why would you have 2 keys with exactly the same chords? Well, the reason being is it's the emphasis you put on. So that in the major key, 1, 4, 5, the first, 4th, and 5th chords of a scale are G, C, and D. They're your main 3 chords. And in an E minor key, it's E minor, A minor, B minor. So it means that in a G major key, the most commonly used chords are happy chords. In a minor key, the most commonly used chords are the sad chords. And that's your 4-minute lesson. Thank you.